What's up everybody, Mr. Play Dr. Gaming here, back with another video for y'all today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Sony have made Cronus Max and Cronus Zen completely useless. On January 24, 2024, Sony had put out a PS5 update where they have completely made Cronus Max and Cronus Zen completely useless. So if you try to use a Cronus Max or Cronus Zen in your PS5, they would just automatically just disconnect it. Like, there's just no way you can get around it. They literally made it to where you just cannot play your PS5 if you have a Cronus Max or a Cronus Zen installed. So they just made the Cronus hardware completely useless. So if you own a Cronus Max, you ain't gonna be able to use it on your PS5. Even the Cronus company acknowledged it and they put out a notice, and here the notice right here. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what the Cronus website say about the issue. Warning, June 24 PS5 update. We are aware of some issue with Zen in the PS5. As this morning, June 24, the console is prompting everyone to update to version 24.01-08.60.00. And if you do, Zen will no longer connect to your PS5 without disconnecting. However, this update is not mandatory. Simply skip it and everything should still work with the Zen as expected. Note, it will update in rest mode too, so you should disconnect the PS5 from the internet, skip the update, then reconnect it again. There are currently no timetable on the fix, so don't be offended if you're directed to check this notice when asked for the ETA. It could take 24 hours, 24 days, or 24 months. We don't know until we have drug into it. This note will be updated as soon as we have more information. We appreciate your patience. And they got some temporary solutions if you're that desperate to use your Cronus Max or Cronus Zen. So yeah, Sony is cracking down on cheating basically. Like, you're no longer to use your Cronus Max, Cronus Zen, which I think is cheating. I ain't gonna lie to y'all guys. I think if you use Cronus Max, I think that's really a cheat, because here's the thing with Cronus Max. Here's one thing I love about Cronus Max is that you can play with other controllers with different consoles. That's the only thing I do love about Cronus Max or Cronus Zen, whatever. But what I do not like about Cronus Zen is all the other stuff you can do with the hardware. The problem with Cronus Zen is that it allows you to have no recoils on guns, because there's plenty of Warzone channels and Warzone clips I be seeing with people using Cronus Zen and Cronus Max, right? These people literally have no recoil. Like, there'd be like no recoil on their gun. And there's no class setup in Call of Duty you can make to completely eliminate recoil. It will substantially lower the recoil, but it ain't gonna completely eliminate. The problem with Cronus Max is that it literally just get rid of recoil for you. And another thing about Cronus Max, it make weapon act differently. Like, you know how you got your semi-auto and your full autos? Cronus Max got a setting where you can actually make semi-auto weapons fire like full automatic guns. And that's a problem, and I think that there is cheating, because you are manipulating the game to do something that they're not supposed to do. And Cronus Max is a way around that. So I think Sony blocking Cronus Max is kind of a good thing, because let's be real with ourselves. Ever since Cronus Max in multiplayer games in general just became more sweet, we have a whole lot of cheer that think they're good. Like, I see people rocking a Cronus Max on YouTube, Twitch, and all these other games, right? They think they all good, but they really ain't. Like, if you gotta rely on, in my opinion, if you gotta rely on a third party hardware like Cronus to do good in the game, I don't think it's really good to begin with, because dude, they're literally people that playing on like the best controller can do really, really well in Call of Duty and other competitive type games. In my opinion, I think if you use Cronus, that is cheating, because you literally making strips in the game that give you no recoil. Like recoil in Call of Duty is a major part of the game. Learning how to control the recoil. Like recoil is a big part of Call of Duty. So if you completely eliminate recoil, you basically have a huge advantage over the competition because you don't have to deal with recoil if you're using Cronus. But if another person not using Cronus, then they had to deal with the recoil. Because like, dude, the clips the clips on YouTube are just ridiculous. You be seeing people just absolutely lasering people from afar with no recoil. By the way, I know you can make builds that have no recoil or lower the recoil, but these dudes be firing gun, and they gun had absolutely no recoil at all. I mean, it's just ridiculous how some of these dudes just be beaming people. And mostly that's why I just think it take the fun out of the game. And when everybody started buying a Cronus Max, it's just no longer part of the game. It like you might, if you're gonna compete, you gotta buy a Cronus. Like, you just cannot be good at the game how it's supposed to be played. You gotta buy another piece of hardware to order to compete because everybody else is cheating. So to order for you to compete, you gotta cheat too, because if everybody cheating, you not, you basically just setting yourself back. And I don't think Sony the only console manufacturer gonna do that. I can see Microsoft in the near future doing the same update as what Sony doing. You really think Microsoft ain't gonna do something with Cronus to make people start using it? Like, come on, man. You know Sony. You know if Sony do something, Microsoft gonna be right behind them. So you don't think Microsoft gonna be You don't think Microsoft too far behind Sony when it comes to banning stuff like Cronus Max, Cronus Zen, and all the other stuff? And me personally, I think if you use it, you cheating. Like, I don't make a big deal out of it like some people do. Like, especially around people that play Call of Duty, I don't make a big deal like it's the end of the world or anything. But I just don't get why people use Cronus to cheat in a video game. I just don't see it. Like, I just can't get kind of stupid. Like, why play? Like, I'll never understand this. Why play a game if you're just gonna cheat in it? Like, why not just do something else? I think the real reason why people use stuff like Cronus and Cronus Zen and Cronus Max is because gaming nowadays is just so competitive and so, like, everybody want to be in front of the spotlight nowadays when it comes to gaming. Like, nobody just want to game for fun. If people gaming nowadays, they don't want to do it fun anymore, dude. They just want to do it so they can be in the spotlight, so they can be recognized for doing good in a video game. Which if you wanna be a pro player in a video game, power to you. I don't care. Like, I don't want to be I just want to enjoy games. Like, I don't take games very, very seriously. Like, most games I play now are mostly single player, so I wouldn't have a chance to make it to the big leagues anyway. But hey, if you're a person that wanna go and try to make it to that esports spot, go ahead. I'm rooting for you. I hope you do, but please just do it legitimately. Like, dude, don't cheat. Just try to get there yourself. Like, you're not getting better for cheating and using third-party hardware to get there. You basically stagnant. You stagnant because you don't know how to actually use the stuff when you actually gotta participate in tournaments. Like, let's say you at home use your Cronus Zen, right? And you have like no recoil games. What happens if you go to like a big league tournament, right? And you're gonna have to deal with the recoil of the gun. You want to be used to that because get what? You've been playing with a Cronus Zen and you've been eliminating the recoil the whole time. So you will have no clue how to control the recoil because you just so used to having no recoil because you're Cronus. Like that one, like that's just how it goes. Like, if you want to be in the big leagues, man, try to get there legitimately. Like, don't cheat. Like, you ain't gonna get nowhere cheating. Like, just play the game like it's supposed to be played and just have fun with it. Like, don't take the game seriously all the time. Like, just have fun. Mess around with some friends on Call of Duty. Don't take the game very seriously. Like, you gotta sweat all the time. Turn out the Cronus Max or Cronus in there once in a while. Invite your friend to a party. Y'all just have a good time. So yeah, that's it for me. That's it for me for today, guys. It's been Mr. Played out there with another video. See y'all later. Peace out.